They like, what you mean burn the boats? It's like, burn
Yeah.
the boats. They like, how we gonna get back? Like, if we burn the boats and we lose or whatever, we can't retreat. He like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. We eliminating that mind. Ain't no thought in your mind gonna be retreating. We gotta win this fight or we gonna die.
You don't see it while your head in the mud. But if you look up and understand and you have a vision for yourself at the end, like, you know, it's all worth it. It's worth it. But you just gotta figure out, you're not gonna figure out that it's worth it until you get to the end. So why stop in the middle?
What up, though? This is the Awaken Your Best podcast, where we teach you how to awaken your best. You feel me? And I'm a little excited tonight because the topic is what I chose for us to talk about, and it is on the power of commitment. You feel me? Me and Terrence, every time we call each other venting about something, we got a lot going on. We both married men. We both got careers. We was in the Navy together. We done been in so many situations, bro, where commitment was all we had to cling to. Like, leaving was not an option. So it came to the point to where, how are we going to get through this and manage it? You feel me?
Man.
Terrence, go ahead.
Bro, I'm just laughing because I'm just thinking about just what I'm going to say as far as commitment. But just really say, like, just motherfuckers just quit too easy, or people just, you know, they look for different ways out. They always think the grass is greener, but in this episode, we're really just going to talk about that mindset change. And that's what we really always talk about, just the mindset that you got to have in order to just not quit. Stop giving up when things get hard and just really just dig deeper and just stick to it. But go ahead, big dog.
So, bro, like he said, bro, not giving up. Quitting easy is natural, man. We all got that little instinct. As soon as things get hard, it's like, man, I'm out. You feel me? And I could say this, growing up, that was probably the biggest lesson I realized I did not really learn in life, because I didn't play, like, I feel like a lot of kids learn that in sports. I didn't play sports in high school. You feel me? So for me, it was easy to hide away from the difficult stuff and just stop, quit, go do something else. You feel me? But as life went on, as you get to the real, bro, I was lazy for real. Like, I loved basketball. Feel me? I loved it, but I barely went to school anyway, so I wasn't gonna be able to.
You was one type of kid that just went.
I was barely in school.
Yeah, you was in and out all the time, or you was just like, man, I ain't going.
Bro, bro. Yeah, like, bro, I just didn't like it, bro. Like, I just didn't like waking up early. And I just was like, grades was good though, but bro, I just couldn't consistently, and I had to catch the bus. You feel me? In the wintertime, catching the bus bro. So I wasn't there anyway, so I was like, ain't no way, to be
it was gonna be hard for you to stay committed to play sports, especially you got to get up in those cold Detroit mornings, 4 or 5 feet of snow. You got to get on the bus. Yeah, it'd be hard to stay committed to that, boy.
Bro, I've been at the bus stop for 2 hours before with a hoodie on, trying to look cool.
With a hoodie on.
No coat, no gloves.
Dang, I know you was freezing, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, I think that's why I get the chills now, bro. Like, I be cold, bro. I think because from all them hours of just being outside and freezing and all of that.
That's wild, bro.
But yeah, bro, so no, I didn't play sports in school with none of that stuff, so going to the Navy, bro, my first few days of boot camp, I was like, I'm getting up out of here. Like,
I hear that.
I was like, I did not sign up for this. They told us what to expect, but it's different when you there. It's like, bro, I can't do this 2 months. I don't see myself committing to this enough. I'm not about to, but I don't know what it was, bro, something kicked in. Like, I can't go home a failure or something, bro. And the next thing you know, I just started locking in and focusing, bro, and I committed and it paid off, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it whatsoever. So yeah, bro, give us an example, bro, when you had commitment was the only thing you had.
Yeah, man. So I can recall a time, multiple different times, but maybe one of the earliest times where I was on the verge of really quitting and like just continue to do something else. So it was back in really like high school football. You know, everybody growing up in the hood, we got hoop dreams or we got field dreams where we think we're gonna go to the pros. And me
Right.
knowing at that time, I was like, man, I'm not good, bro. Like I was just getting by. I was playing sports in order to just have a hobby in high school. And I was in my
Right.
junior year. I was in my junior year, and it was like maybe a couple games in. And I was just I was walking down the hall because I had missed a couple actual days of football practice. And my coach, I still remember his name. His name was Leroy Smith. And he was like, "Yo, Terrence, like, where was you at?" He was like, "Where you been at? You missed a couple practices." I looked at him. I was like, "Coach, I quit, man." He was like, "Quit?" He was like, "You know what, son?" He got into his like Denzel like type of like he knew that was gonna be a moment where I always gonna remember. He's like, "You know what, son? If you quit now, you're gonna always quit everything else that you do." And I sat and I looked at him and I was like, "Man, shut up." Nah, I was just playing. Nah, I ain't tell him that, but you know, I looked at that time. I looked at that
Hey,
time and I
yo,
was
we
like,
been silly
yeah,
today. We been silly today. Yo, it's late
yeah,
at night. We
man,
both
yeah.
tired, so we
Which
just going with the flow.
Yeah, for sure, man. But I got off of I got off work, so I'm just kind of like in the mood where I'm just trying to trying to unwind from being professional. But really, like I looked
Hmm.
at that time and I looked at him and I was like, you know what? He right. Like if I quit now, then I'm gonna always quit everything else that I do. And from that moment in time, like I knew that it was when I stick to something or when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna always continue to do it. I'm gonna see it through until I just until it creates bodily harm or it just or it just hinders me mentally from going on. So that was one of the earliest times, man. But before that, I used to quit everything like board games, like a lot of stuff. But that moment is one of the earliest times that I can remember. And that's really helped me follow through for where I'm at now, where I have responsibilities as a father, where I have responsibilities as, as a husband. And just learning those life lessons early on is really going to help anybody in their pursuit of life or just wanting to become an achieving person in life. So yeah, that's one for me. What moment can you tell in your life, maybe early on, where you was like, yo, this was a defining moment for me to understand what commitment was all about?
Man, that's crazy. Like I love that you brought it up. That story is amazing because I think it start when you're young. Like that's
Yeah.
the most important time. If you can get it instilled in you while you're young, you
Hmm.
good. Like you set for life. But some people be so late to the party, like me, for example.
Yeah.
But bro, honestly, when I was young, I was quitting so much stuff. Like I don't really got no defining moment that taught me that, when I was
Hmm.
younger. I just knew that I was doing what I wanted to do. And if it was hard, I didn't do it. Feel me?
Yeah.
And if I liked it and I felt it was easy enough, I would do it. You feel me? I
Right.
didn't know that I didn't understand life to that point to where it's like, bro, it's
Hmm.
gonna be a point in your life where you're gonna have commitments that you cannot walk away from, like having a baby.
Fact. Yeah.
You can't just give up on a day that you're tired when it get hard as it do. I got a 5-month-old right in another room right now, crying probably right now. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Can't give up,
you
man.
feel me?
Let's
Yeah,
talk about
bro.
that, like being like fatherhood. Like a lot of
Uh-huh.
dudes leave at the time where they may whatever time period they leave, and we seen a lot of that growing up where homies I grew up with just didn't have a father around, and I look at that like,
Yep.
was it a commitment thing? Like you could have stuck around whether you was with the wife or whether you was with the girlfriend or baby mama at that time. You could still be in your kid's life, but it's a lot of fathers that
Right.
decide to just leave. Like that's to me that's BS because you can still be around and not be in the house. So it's really like just figuring
True.
out a different way to be committed to your actual child. You don't got to be committed to the woman, but be committed to building that relationship. And I see a lot now where it's a lot more African American fathers being in their kids' life. And you one of them, bro. And I'm one of them. We just got to continue on that road, even though it's hard, but keeping that
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah, bro. I love that you say that, bro. Like, yeah, a lot of fathers. And like you said, that's real powerful right there. We not saying that every commitment you gotta stick to forever. If it's a commitment you don't want, like he said, then you just find a different way to commit. You
Yeah.
got a wife or whatever situation is, you don't gotta just completely abandon your kid. You don't never have to. There's always a way. There's always
Yeah.
a way to figure it out, work it out, and make it happen.
Hmm.
So I agree with you 100%, bro. Because I've been a father. This is my first baby, 5-month-old, and I've been learning that this is different. I never felt nothing. It's a piece of me that I help create that needs me. You feel me? That needs me when I'm mad, when I'm irritated, when I'm upset. Because usually if I'm mad or irritated at my wife, I just go in another room. You feel me? I'll deal with you later. You know what I'm saying?
Shut the
I'll talk
door.
to you another day. Yeah, shut the
Go
door or
sit on the
something. Tune
couch.
out. Exactly, bro. But when a baby crying, you can't tune that out. You got to deal with it. So anybody out there, if you ain't got no kids, bro, learn how to commit to other things first, because that'll be your hardest challenge.
Yeah, and if you can't commit to nothing, don't have no kids. For real.
Nope.
Don't have no kids at all, because it's not easy. Like, we might make it look easy from the outside, but being around a child every single day and having to provide for them, diapers, whatever it may be, the necessities of life. If you can't do that for yourself and commit to it for yourself, pull out, my dog. For real. Like, it's not worth it.
Pull it out, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, don't play. It's nothing to play with. It ain't nothing to play with, man. It's not.
For sure, bro.
So I actually want to bring this up. So we talking about commitment and the power of it and all them good things. One thing I want to say that I learned, and a strategy I'm finally starting to understand more, is to burn the boats. I'm sure Terrence know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A scenario. If you somebody that read books, I read it in Think and Grow Rich. I think I read it in 2 or 3 books. They mentioned it. Like, that's how powerful that story is. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
That's how powerful that story is. And I even heard Tony Robbins say it. It's pretty much, it was a general or whatever. He went to an island with his soldiers to take over the island. And instead of fighting, he told his people, burn the boats. They like, what you mean burn the boats? He's like, burn the boats. They like, how we gonna get back? Like, if we burn the boats and we lose or whatever, we can't retreat. He like, nah, bro. We eliminating that mind. Ain't no thought in your mind gonna be retreating. We gotta win this fight or we gonna die.
There's no plan B.
No plan B, bro. Like, you gotta burn these boats. And it's something that switches in your mind when you know you can't retreat. Like, you fighting on another different, because it's like, bro, it's life or death. Like, I gotta stick through with this plan or I'ma die. So, bro, that's a powerful analogy to my guys out there listening, or to whoever listening, bro. Start learning how to burn the boats in your mind and move forward and finish.
Yeah. Burn the boats, burn the plans, burn the people who are not gonna get you to that goal, to that win. Like, just imagine, like, just going back, like, imagine if you was a sailor or a soldier in that moment and your commander was like, burn the boats. I'm gonna be looking like, hold on, what did he just say?
Yeah.
So that mean if we win, that mean we got to take, and only way we gonna get back to see our families if we win and if we take their boats. Okay, burn the boats.
Yes, sir.
Like, what kind of fire did that have to spark into somebody to say there is no way we getting out of here unless we win? It's either win or die. And you know what's so crazy is that so many people nowadays will probably be willing to die because it's so hard to win. Like, they would be like, yo, there's no possible way we can win. We're on their land. We only brought this many people. We have no way to retreat. Okay. So I'd rather die than try to win. But see, me and you, and hopefully the people that's here listen to this podcast, you should be wanting to win at all costs. And that's what we say.
Period.
Like, become 1% better. Become better as you possibly can. That there's nobody else to turn to. There's nowhere else to go. Burn the bridges in your mind. Forget a plan B. Stick with plan A. If plan A don't work, then die trying.
Make a new plan A.
Yeah, make a new plan A. That's a good way to put
don't
that
work,
too.
Make a new plan A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Somebody, I'm gonna use that too. Somebody come to me like, man, this just didn't work. Well, man, make it work. Figure out some type of way to make it work. Commitment.
Yep. Commitment, bro. Commitment is everything. And we learning that to build. That's why people applaud marriages that been lasting for 20 years. That's why people applaud people with 5 kids. because people understand the amount of commitment it took to stick around in that situation and bloom and blossom a family.
Yeah.
Not even just a family, building a business, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a real estate agent for 3 years, and I was the business. You feel me? I was the cold caller. I was doing the appointments. I was the marketer. I was the copywriter. I would literally wore every hat as a real estate agent. And I learned that. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, yo, I didn't expect all of this responsibility. And it piled up on me so fast. And then I was like, man, deuces. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
But I learned lessons from that. Yeah, like I learned lessons from that. And moving into my next endeavor, building a YouTube channel, I know what to do now. Bro? Oh, you had clicked out. You still in?
Still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, bet. But yeah, bro, I learned a lot of lessons from that. And bro, moving forward, I feel so much more fearless and bold. Like I feel like I can pretty much do anything.
That's amazing. Like just the trials that you go through in order to become great is going to be massive. What they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And I think my mic actually tapped out. But I mean, the fact is like heavy is the head that wears the crown. But when you get that crown, you can look back at the trials that you went through in order to become great. And it really is worth it. But you're not going to see it while you're going through those trials. You're not going to see it while your head in the mud. But if you look up and understand and you have a vision for yourself at the end, like, you know, it's all worth it. It's worth it. But you just got to figure out, you're not going to figure out that it's worth it until you get to the end. So why stop in the middle?
Yo, real quick, it's Rasta White. If you're getting value from this podcast and you're enjoying it, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. We will greatly appreciate it. Come be a part of our community, the Awaken Your Best Podcast, where we teach you how to awaken your best. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Let's get back to it.
Why stop in the middle?
Why stop in the middle, bro? I remember a few years ago, me and you was talking, and I was listening to I still listen to motivational videos a lot. And then you was saying something about, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't really see much of the progress. And I quoted somebody, Eddie Pinero. It ain't my quote. But I said, bro, sometimes you don't realize you're on the 80th floor until you look down. You feel me? Sometimes you don't realize you're on the 80th floor until you look down, bro.
That's amazing, bro. That really hit home too, because I think sometimes when you in the midst of it, it's hard for you to look back because you like, yo, I done came so far. I don't want to look back sometimes. But then when you actually do look back and you look at your progress, you be like, damn, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. So why stop? Like, being committed and just really is just a mindset switch, because when you switch your mindset to believing that you can do it, and then you start to take one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other, next thing you know, you a mile in and you like, man, I came so far, why turn back? So man, I just really wish that so many more people understand that the personality switch is going to really help you to change your reality. As you change your reality in your mind, like, it's going to be better off for you as long as it's a thought that you want to become. And you just have to change your thoughts. You change your thoughts, you're going to change your world. As you change your world, it becomes better for you, if it's what you want, you know. So just stay positive.
If it's what you want.
Yeah, stay committed to it.
Stay committed. And we speaking from experience so far, like in our lives, we still got a long road ahead of us, building our families, building our careers. We just started this podcast a month ago. We on the 6th episode, and we talking about how we can get better. It's easy for us to lose commitment to this and be like, man, once we hit episode 100, I don't know where we're gonna be at. We might be like, man, we ain't got no viewers, we done. But me and him know we learning so much to this point to where it's like, we understand we gotta just commit. That's all we gotta do is commit to this, make it work. And 10 people listening turns into 1,000, turn into 100,000. If you listen to this right now, we appreciate you. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? And comment again.
That's what it's always about, man. Yeah, make sure y'all tuning into the videos, because of course we're doing this for us in order to become better at what we're doing. But really, it's all about helping and inspire a generation of people. You know, we see so many people in our lives, either fall off or didn't really push to become their best. And that's what it's all about for us, because we gravitated towards each other because we knew we always wanted to become something better. Rasta came from a family of about 28 people, and I came from a family for about 38 people, man, the youngest of them. And I always seen like my mama been working her whole life. My granddad worked his whole life, barely had an opportunity to enjoy it. So now we in a new
Hmm.
generation for ourselves, and it's really all about wanting more for ourselves and our kids after us. So we're establishing that as of right now, which is us committing to becoming 1% better. And that's what you're seeing throughout this podcast. So if you go back to episode 1 to where we are right now, you'll see the commitment, you'll see the growth, but then you'll also see that
Hmm.
we are all about helping you awaken your best. So continue to watch this. That's what it's all about.
Continue to watch this. Keep doing your thing. Burn those boats, like we said. I mean, we could cut it pretty much there. We done said everything we need to say. The power of commitment is amazing. It pays
Yeah.
off in a million ways. Just believe in it. Trust in God. You feel me? That's God. It's all type of quotes in the Bible about commitment. You feel
Hmm.
me? Just trust. It's the trusting mindset, the committed mindset, and sticking to it, man. And you'll find
Yep.
yourself on the
Yeah.
80th floor, maybe the 200th floor. You feel me?
So yeah, it's
Keep
it's there
going.
for you. It's there for you. But with the commitment, I think it's a point that we didn't really touch. But
So you still here and you haven't liked this yet, or you haven't subscribed? Man, shame on you. Make sure you go down and like this video. We putting in this work and we giving y'all this information. Let us know that you enjoy it. Let us know that you really feeling it. Comment, subscribe to this channel, like the video, tell your mama that it's on here so she can watch it, like and subscribe too. All right. So we appreciate y'all. Keep watching the video. Always have faith in you.
you have to have
Talk.
an intense focus, like an intense focus.
Mm.
And I always tell people in everything you do, like people come up to me, you know, like younger people who aspire to be good, and they'll say like, yo, like, how did you get to where you are? And I just really tell them like, from a young age, I knew I wanted to be in this position. Now, it may not be the exact
Mm.
position because I'm still working towards what I want to be, but I knew that one day I
Right.
wanted to be able to provide for myself. I knew one day I wanted to live in a nice house. I wanted to have a nice car. I wanted to have a nice family. And I knew all of that at a young age. So what you think and what you want is always going to transition to what you get in life. So if you don't know what you want, you're never going to be in a position to know or to get what you want because you don't know. So create clear actual desires for yourself. And I tell you people that all the time.
Yeah, bro, that's a great point. And this a tip too. If you somebody struggling to figure out what you want, figure out what you don't want. If you don't want to be struggling,
Yeah.
if you don't want to be broke, if you don't want to be having to worry about your next meal, because that's kind of the energy me and Terrence operating off of. We done missed meals. We done had utilities get cut off. We done
Mhm.
did all of that. You feel me? And we don't want that ever again. so,
Never, ever,
so
never
that
have that.
let yeah, that's our fuel. That's what's leading us to know what we want. I knew I wanted to
Mhm.
get out of Detroit. I knew I wanted to live a better life. I knew I wanted to get to a point to where money is not a problem. And I'm still building towards that. But I done came so far. Why wouldn't I get to where I need to be, right? So, or
Eventually.
where I desire to be.
Yeah. Eventually, man, you're gonna get there. It's all about progression. And I think I was just telling you the other day, bro, like sometimes I get down on myself because I'm like, yo, like, bro, I know it's right there for me. I know the life that I really, really want is there. It's just all about time and progression and just staying committed to the
Yeah.
grind, staying committed to this podcast, staying committed to, developing of certain skills in order to build additional revenue for myself. And that's what it's all about. So if you out there right now and you listening to this and you want to build on your commitment, what I want you to do right now is an exercise. Go to the mirror, look at the mirror and look at yourself and say, I am what I want to be. Now, you may not
Mm.
be what you want to be. And I get it. You got to lie to yourself. There's a lot of people out there that lie and they may really believe those lies. So in this scenario, I want you to go look in the
That's
mirror.
delusion.
Yeah, become delusional for your success. Become
Yeah,
delusional for what you want. Because if you don't become
yeah.
delusional, who gonna be delusional for you? Who gonna be committed
Good
for you?
delusion.
Yeah, not in a bad way, of course. So it's really about like go look in the mirror and tell yourself you are what you want to be. And as you continue to say that each and every day, you're gonna start to have that belief. That belief gonna start to come out, and you're gonna be like, yo, I know I can, I know I will, I know I am. And eventually you'll start to believe that delusion. You'll start to believe that lie, which may not be the truth, but it eventually becomes who you want. But you just got to know what you want and then
Hmm.
start to believe it in your heart. So, you know,
And trust the process along the way.
got to, got to trust it every
And
single
it's not
moment.
easy. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy. What J. Cole say? He said, "See yourself as high as you possibly can see yourself, and maybe even a little higher than that." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, get delusional, man. Get delusional. Start envisioning yourself. Start walking in a room as
Yeah.
if you already are the decision maker. Start
Yeah.
envisioning yourself on stage doing whatever it is you're passionate about doing. Just start seeing those visions. And what will happen is, and what's been happening with me and Terrence, because I get down too, because things don't always happen how I want it to happen. As a matter of
Right.
fact,
Right.
things almost never happen how I want it to happen. You feel me? I could
Mm-hmm.
say I want to make $100,000 this way, and then next
Mm-hmm.
thing you know, I done made it off something completely different. You feel
Yep.
me? So understand that too. You get the results that you want. Don't worry too much about how they come about. Just trust them. That's where the commitment come in. Just keep going, man. Keep moving and get that stuck in your head like me and Terrence is trying to do.
Yeah.
You feel?
For real. Ain't no trying. We doing. Ain't no trying.
Yeah, yeah, we
For
doing it.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. So, one more exercise that I'll say, and then we can kind of cut it here because we've been talking, and I know these kids is probably
Okay.
downstairs about to get ready to knock on this door any minute. But, bro, like, you remember the times I used to tell you all the time, like you kind of alluded to it, like walk into a boardroom or a scenario where you are in charge and like see the people around you, see the,
Hmm.
your logo and on a board, or see the people who you inspire to be like, and just have like a board or held court for yourself, and like live that personality or have that person, envision that person is there, and then see a higher version of yourself talking to maybe your mentor. So for me, like
Yes,
I
sir.
always see myself talking to like Steve Harvey, or I see myself talking with like
Mm.
LeBron, or I see myself talking with just like different people who I
Ooh.
inspire to be like. And I just say like, sometimes, they joke around, or I maybe hear a joke that they have, and it's like we're talking to each other. So for me, it's like that's how I hold court for myself. That's how I know, like,
Yes,
man, I
sir.
should be better, because I know that they would want me to be better, even though they may not be in my surroundings right now, but in my visions, they're telling me to become better. So I come out of that and I'm just like, okay, let me shoot for that. Let me continue to get better in that regard. So just another exercise, man. It's all the different things that I do in order to get better. And I just always feel like I gotta get some type of times on this podcast.
Yeah, bro. No, that's amazing exercise. And I want to touch on that too. If you someone that's going to practice that, what I kind of do is watch a YouTube video, whoever that person is.
Hmm.
So when you watch them, you get the imagination more vivid in your mind of who that person is. And you can have them on a big TV, and you can actually just talk to the TV in your head. Have LeBron right there. Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Kobe. I listen to a lot of his content.
yeah,
Have Kobe right there just talking, and envision yourself talking to him, asking him for advice. And
yeah,
spiritually, you might just get some answers. You feel me?
yeah,
Like it
for
goes
sure.
that deep. Yeah, you feel
For
me?
sure, bro. 100%, man. So, yo, this is the Awaken Your Best podcast. We don't want to take too much of your time, but we coming on here weekly to drop bombs on y'all, to drop dimes on y'all, and to help you to
Yes,
become
sir.
1% better, man. So, Rasta, go ahead and close us out, man.
Man, everybody out there, again, awaken your best. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Talk in the comments. Give us advice. Give us tips on what you think. You disagree? Let us know. You agree? Let us know. You feel me? Keep it moving. Keep the action going. And just stay committed, man. It was one more thing I had about commitment that I wanted to share, but either way, the power of commitment is
Yeah,
everything. Oh, I
yeah, bring it
heard
up.
someone say, when motivation runs out, that's when commitment gotta kick in.
Mm. Man, that's a whole
Motivation
nother
run
hour
out.
we could talk on that, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
a
just
whole
made a
nother
video
hour.
on
So
that. I literally just made a
yeah,
video on that. Like, Damn, did I drop it? I think I did. Oh, I did. No,
Yeah, your
anyway,
motivation video, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I did. So first of all, I have so many different topics on my channel. You're building your channel, man. We got so much topics to talk about. But what I really tell people is this: is that motivate. At 5 in the morning, when you just got up maybe an hour before that to make your daughter a bottle or to make your kid a bottle, and then you got to be at the gym in another hour, motivation is not going to be there. You're tired. It's raining outside. Your motivation is not going to kick in. But commitment will be there. Dedication will be there.
Commitment.
Discipline
Yes, sir.
will be there, bro.
Discipline.
Man, so much to talk about, bro. But this is the Awaken Your Best podcast. I'm about to get ready to go down here and eat dinner, probably watch a movie with the kid. Hey, what movie you say you about to watch?
I'm about to watch The Grinch. You feel me?
Which one, the animated one or the
live action, bro? I'm a Jim Carrey fan. Jim Carrey to the fullest. You feel me?
Jim Carrey, man. One of the ghosts for sure. You know, I think I ain't gonna
for
put
sure.
that on. I might put something else on. But hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see y'all later.
Peace out.
Dang, I didn't even know it.